to the room, people.
Guys, I gotta stop first of all. Steve, that drum solo, whatever it is that you just did is phenomenal.
You freaking like
talent,
that shit.
Man. Yeah,
that's not
bad
jamming, man.
Should have
You
saw
like that intro
Too
right
bad
there.
the cameras are off. I was into it, man.
What's up, Jared Kelly? Jared,
our
number one fan right there.
That's the man, dude.
Fightbook works for Fightbook.
The AOR podcast.
Streaming our podcast live on Fightbook.com, and I think on their Facebook page too. I did tag them, so still the best lead-in. Oh, he likes my little. Hey, every week I'm trying different little things, little gadgets, little tricks, little editing and stuff like that. I got a new microphone. I had so many ideas with this little. You know what I mean? As far as I have mics, I have everything I need in here, but I just don't know how to hook it up. I got a mixing board. So I bought the most simple thing. It costs more money.
Simple is better.
But it plugs into the computer and all that other stuff. So
Steve, can we get into it, man? I got some questions for you.
Let me lock and load some stuff first. But yeah, start it off, brother.
What a weekend in MMA, huh? UFC at the high level. We normally don't talk about the UFC, but you have to. You have to talk about this weekend because this weekend made history in a lot of different ways. Pay-per-view buys. A fight broke out.
A brawl.
Under first time under Dana White, by the way. I've learned that.
Excellent. Every so often I'm gonna flash in little things. I'm gonna try little things. Little things that from the fight night,
This is my country.
That's my country. So I got memes. I got things locked and loaded. So we're gonna talk about it. But first of all, the lineup for the show. We're going to talk about
absolutely
UFC 229, a couple of other things that were announced as far as UFC fights coming up. Yep. So we're going to talk about that for the first 15 minutes.
But then we'll get to our normal segment.
Then we'll get to Ammo Fight League. We're going to have Billy Vigil, the president of Ammo Fight League, calling in at about 9:05, 9:10. Then we have Randy Francis, who's fighting for the featherweight amateur title, a rematch against Aaron Short Fuse Hughes. And last but not least is Eddie George from Nick Newell's gym, FAA, fighting. I think this is his fourth amateur fight at welterweight. The kid's a beast, and he's on short notice, and he's fighting Saturday. So with that said, go ahead. Let's talk a little bit about what
UFC 229. Wow. So
history. Like you said,
man, I just gotta say, I gained a lot of respect myself for Khabib. Now I'm a Conor fan. I've always loved Conor. I've always said though, and you've saw me on previous podcasts, I think sometimes he goes a little too far. I think he pushes it, and I think that's not really a display of martial arts. But there's a counteract to that, Steve. The counteract is this: MMA fighters at the highest level, they're prize fighters. They're there to do what? Hurt people, make money, and sell fights.
Exactly.
That's it. So all of that. So forget about everything else for a second. They're there for three things: hurt people and put on a show by hurting people. Get paid to do so.
Yes.
And sell the fight.
Okay.
That's what their job is. Now again, are they martial artists? Yes, they're trained professional fighters. Mm-hmm. Right? And that's where the line gets crazy when it comes to that.
But it's all right. So
Conor McGregor,
he brought it to a new level when he came on. It was gradual, but he was right on. Came right out. He was something different. Yeah. Because no one talked as much as that. You know what I mean? We had Tito Ortiz in the past. Yeah. Fighters like that, but
people talk like that, but they weren't as relevant.
Exactly. They didn't carry a nation on their back as with the growth of the UFC.
So my personal opinion, he crossed some lines. And he paid the price.
Yes, It's great. I was a Conor fan, not a Conor fan. I'm back and forth with that dude.
I love Conor.
You know what I mean? I
love him.
I love him as a martial artist, a fighter. Yeah. I love him as a businessman.
Yeah.
But I just don't like how he treats
too much
fighter. It is. It's just like
it's bullying.
I love the shit talk. Believe me, but. It seems like he goes farther
when you talk about
than
someone's
anyone,
religion. You talk about someone's, father.
Yeah.
You call people a terrorist. He really crossed some serious lines. He crossed some serious lines. And like I said, yeah,
See, I'm gonna flash
he
it
paid
off
the
to
price,
you.
man. Listen, for you guys watching out there, I think we all can agree on that fight wasn't even close.
Yeah, and here's the thing that which it's not as bothering me, but people are taken away from the fight. They're not focusing. You're not hearing about this fight.
I agree.
They're hearing about what happened after, and now it's about what's going to happen with the suspensions, money, but nobody is focusing on the fight, and it seems like that's where they want it to go.
Oh,
they want to focus that. They don't want to focus that Khabib beat the hell out of Conor.
So had Khabib kept his composure, which, guys, by the way, I don't think he was wrong at all. I personally agree with Khabib on whatever action he followed through with. I don't like the fact that his coaches or training partners jumped in the ring.
Yeah,
that probably didn't go so hot. But just to make it clear, Khabib did not attack a fan. Okay.
Yeah,
he went after someone in Conor's camp that he already had many run-ins with, who trashed him online, who kind of started all this, to be honest with you. Dylan Danis did an interview when this all started.
Yeah.
And he talked trash about Khabib. Khabib got word of it, right? And then his training partner, Adam, did the same thing, did another interview, talked trash. Khabib saw Adam and slapped him.
Yeah,
I guess,
you remember that video was on there?
Wasn't really a slap.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah.
Like,
let's
you got
go.
something to say.
That was a scary situation. His face was.
I respect him. I respect Khabib. I really do. So this fight, like I said, I gained a lot of respect for Khabib. I didn't know much about him, but after that, the way he handled himself, I thought was great.
If you watched
afterwards. I mean, again, you push a guy to that.
He's never done anything like this. You watch his fights. He's humble.
And there's clips on Facebook. He's punching McGregor on the ground, throwing ground and pound in the second, and going, "Let's talk now.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
talk now. You want to talk
and
now?"
Then McGregor,
and Conor replies,
yeah,
"It's just
it's
business." So I think that's when Conor realized.
I have a nice video on that.
I think
that
Conor realized at that moment.
Wow.
Man, I think I maybe pushed this guy a little too far.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? And it's evident. Because Conor could have pressed charges, and I respect Conor for not pressing charges.
But he couldn't.
That was some gangster shit.
Conor couldn't press him on Khabib because Khabib didn't do anything.
No, I'm talking about on the guys that assaulted him.
And that's what. And
now,
there is some people are going, well, what about assault as far as Khabib?
Well, didn't Conor?
Yeah, he did jump over the thing and try to
I think Conor the first punch.
Yeah, but that was after Khabib already jumped over the ring and was like going after his people.
Okay.
But Conor did throw a punch in there, and
I think it was up
that's going to be. You know what? The night of the fight, that's when Dana was looking, Conor didn't throw a punch, but now there's all this footage coming in.
He did.
And that's why they're going to look at it. And, what I hear is, they're going to get fined and they're going to get a suspension. But it'll be in time for them to fight again anyway. Right, you know what I mean? So, big news, Poirier, Justin is off. So now we have Nate Diaz.
Did they find a replacement?
No, I don't think they're going to find a replacement.
So
if they do it,
in for Nate Diaz?
And I don't know. Who steps in for Dustin? I don't know.
I mean for Dustin.
And it can't be Khabib because I would imagine he's on a medical suspension after just coming off there. Not Khabib, Conor. No. So that's unheard. So, but I saw something that Nate said. I'll take Khabib when he's ready. You know what I mean? So, anyone looking here? Yeah, we got a few people watching right now. Oh, let me. What are we doing here?
So, fans, I think this is This is probably going to be This is by far the most debated subject this week.
Definitely.
On all of Facebook, on ESPN, more than the Red Sox beating the Yankees. Great job, Red Sox. More than NFL, I think this Conor McGregor.
I don't know. There is another one. This guy right here.
Amazing. I'll tell you what.
This guy right here.
I love him.
This guy right here.
His balls were hot, bro.
His balls were hot, baby.
And now they are.
That
interview and performance.
And look, not only that, but what else we got here? He got this on if that balls was hot. Yeah. He got a heavyweight.
It's by the knockout.
He got a heavyweight title fight against Daniel Cormier. It's hard for me to say that.
Let's just make it, though. Let's just make it
It's
clear.
hard for me
He was losing that fight.
Yeah, he came back.
Down on the scorecards.
And how do you come back? How do you fight a month later, which is going to be happening at 2:30, against a beast like Daniel Cormier?
Unfortunately, in my personal opinion, I don't think that fight is going to be something to watch. Let me retract that statement. It's definitely a fight to watch because Lewis has knockout power, but Daniel Cormier is just one of the best of all time, right? So
everything.
At everything, yeah. So I think Lewis is a little, over his head a little bit. But hey, right? I mean, who knows? Everyone's gonna fight his chance.
Well, it's money right there. It's money.
Yeah, it's a title fight. It's opportunity.
What I said online was he's hot right now, just like his balls.
Yeah.
So why not capitalize it? They needed a headliner. They had Shevchenko,
Yep.
Valentina, and now they are dropped to co-main, I guess.
Yep.
But you know, people were kind of complaining a little bit about that being the main event anyway.
So,
yeah.
Really quick question for everyone watching, and you can answer in the comments.
Yeah, please
Was
chat.
Khabib wrong?
Yeah. Come on, everyone.
That's what I want to know.
Get the chatter going.
I'm gonna go with my answer to that. Was Khabib wrong? So yes, he was wrong by jumping over the cage. I think that could have been done somewhere else.
Yes.
Because here's the reality: had Khabib submitted Conor, right, and didn't have that incident, we're talking a whole different game the next day.
Oh my God!
That changes everything.
Yeah, it did.
Right?
He didn't get his belt. He didn't get to his hand raised.
But it changes
Yeah.
the talk. It changes the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
People could have looked back and go, "Wow, Khabib destroyed Conor McGregor."
Yeah.
But that's not the chat anymore.
No,
because of the way
it's what happened after and everything.
But I still don't think he was wrong.
I don't.
I think he was very
blame him
emotional
for it.
Yeah, okay, so he was wrong.
He needs to be suspended or something needs to happen or.
But
you know
people
what?
are going, oh well, Conor did all this stuff and he didn't get in trouble. Yes, he did. Conor faced criminal charges. I think everyone needs to understand that. Conor got punished for his actions.
Yeah, he's still.
And he's
I don't think he's paid that much. He lost probably some money with
So he still
that
got punished.
that Burger King shit.
Yep.
But he still hasn't paid out money. I don't think for the lawsuits on him or whatever.
He still got punished. So Khabib needs to get punished. I agree with Khabib getting punished. But was he wrong? I don't know. I think
he don't
so.
give a shit.
I think when a man is pushed or a woman is pushed to a point that they feel that their family and their livelihood,
When they're that strong, when they're that committed to their livelihood, their religion, they're just their
I think Conor
their
pushed
world.
some serious buttons.
He did.
And you know what? And Khabib responded.
It was bound to happen. There's someone to lash out and go, I gotta stop this shit. You know what I mean? And it had to be when Conor lost.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be Nate Diaz, but that third fight hasn't happened. So that'll be down the line.
So
my question to you is, before these people, does the UFC tell Conor to tone it down?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Just let him keep doing.
Absolutely.
All right.
People want.
But we haven't. These suspensions haven't been handed down.
Again,
I'm sure they're looking at Conor in there
listen,
too.
Connor's a man. Conor knows what he's gonna say is gonna get into their skin. He knows it.
But
okay?
you think he's?
But
gonna,
that's his. No, he's not. He's
No?
not gonna tone it down because Conor don't give a.
In
fuck.
other sports, that happens though, doesn't it? Doesn't their managers
So one of my good friends made a very good statement to me here, and this is the truth here, and I truly believe it. I mean, we were talking about martial artists versus prize fighting, and the respect, and all that. And he said, this is the statement he made. I was at a wedding, a very good friend. Shout out to Sean Marmus, pro fighter. Just got married to his beautiful wife. Great family.
You're just there over there.
I was at that wedding. Shout out to Sean Marmus. Congratulations on your wedding, buddy. Providence police officer, serves the community.
Nice.
Phenomenal guy. Someone at that meeting, and I'm not going to say their name, said to me this. Tom, the reality is this. UFC fighters want to make Tom Brady money, but they don't act like Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what's holding up the UFC? Is it because of the image? Incidents like this. Even Derek Lewis.
Incidents like this is like
even a Lewis interview. Look what he said on television.
Yes,
it's great to us, to the UFC consumer.
Yeah. People love that.
But are they gonna make the millions of dollars doing that? I don't know. I don't think so.
We'll see.
I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it?
I think they tone him down. I think they tone
See what I mean?
tone
You
him
think you tone him down?
Tone him down a little bit.
I don't think they do.
We still haven't seen what
You
comes
can't
out
tone
of the
him down.
commission. Well, all right.
You can't tone someone
Well,
down.
no, I understand. It's good. There's going
Because-
to be different opponents out there where he's not going to talk about religion and stuff like that. It's not going to bother them. He'll talk about their haircut.
You offer a Muslim a drink. He doesn't even drink alcohol.
Exactly. So
That's
I mean,
all
he gets
disrespect.
under people's skin, and in the past, I liked it. What he does,
So you didn't like it this time.
I
So
didn't
did
like
you
it this
feel
time.
uncomfortable this time around? I did. Some of the stuff you said, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I cringed a little
Like
bit.
calling his father, I was like,
Like, he
ugh.
went on too much. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you've been going 2
And
years.
you know what's crazy?
He's been going 2
And
years.
you know what's crazy? He did all that with no media tour.
Exactly.
Conor
He just
refused.
came in and went,
Conor
boom!
refused the
Like a
media tour. He said, I just
cannonball.
want to fight. Can you believe that? That's amazing.
Fuck it. What else I got over here? By the way, what time is it right now? Right there, 9:03. Bill Vigil will be calling in like 4 minutes.
Can't wait.
Talking about ammo.
What do we
His
got?
ammo
What are the
pack.
comments? I want to see some of the comments.
People just laughing and stuff. Someone said something about you growing your hair out.
Everyone needs to relax. And a Halloween
well,
party,
you wanted me to say
October 20th. You guys should all come. $15 pre-sold. Pre-buy your tickets. Come support regional fight sports.
Rosa Fernandez just said Tom seems upset that Conor lost.
I'm not upset. Listen, I picked Conor. I
She's been
said
watching
this.
you.
Listen, I've done MMA. I have some MMA experience. I posted online. Everyone probably saw it. I thought McGregor was gonna. If McGregor was gonna get the job done, he was gonna get it within 2 rounds. It was gonna be.
Yeah, it had to be quick. It had to be within the first 1 or 2.
But I also knew going into this that dude, McGregor wrestled a bear as a child. Okay, a freaking bear. Steve.
Do I have that video?
Did I show you the? I shared a video today, a funny video. We
What'd you
probably
show?
shouldn't play it, but
No, I can't. Oh, wait a minute. There it is. This could be wrestling a bear. But I made that, by the way. People, I made most of the memes that I've been sending out for the last. This has been the most fun I've had after a UFC card in some
8
time.
years.
I don't know when was the last
So
one.
Lewis, can we talk about Tony Ferguson? He's a strange guy, man.
Dude,
What was up with that interview?
I didn't I don't know.
Was he out of it? Like,
Well, here's the thing. While the fight was happening, I made a comment saying, why does Ferguson's face look like the mask? Like he lost all the blood.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was white as a ghost, just like his face, but
was.
everything else was like regular. I'm like, what did the blood drain out of his body? Who is that? Who's that calling now?
we don't take phone calls. We ignore people. We're alive, man.
So yeah, Tony Ferguson, he's gonna start selling himself a little. He was injured. He's been out a little while. He's a little rusty
Just a
in
weird
front
guy.
of the mic.
Very talented fighter.
He looks like a
Phenomenal
vampire to me.
fighter. So here's the problem.
Sorry to say,
so
but
how does
he's
Ferguson
awesome.
not get the title shot?
Who's this? A pet bear on a leash. Someone's laughing at my meme. I made that meme, by the way. I made a lot of these memes. I made the Derek Lewis one and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've been killing it with these
Yeah,
memes.
it's been a
I
fun-
have a good time when
Your
I just.
meme game is strong,
my meme game is getting strong, people. It's getting real strong. I will put your head on anything. I will put your head on anything.
So, Rosa, to answer your question, I'm not upset. I knew it was either going to go one or two ways, and it just went the second way.
Did you
I'm
think he was gonna?
get dominated like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people said,
I
Khabib
knew,
held him.
I knew in the
like,
first.
that's what he does.
Listen, I knew in the first round when he got taken down. I think it was like 2 minutes into the fight. I was like, all right,
He's gonna.
here we go.
Yeah,
It's
he's
gonna be a
gonna-
long night for him.
he's gonna
If he got
drown
took it
him
down
right
that fast, his jab wasn't landing. His punches had no pop. They weren't explosive. He was a very defensive-minded fighter, and I think that's what hurt him. He wasn't looking for the finish. He was so worried.
Apprehensive about
He was so worried and sucked into Khabib's game
And he
plan.
got smashed with a
Because he was
with
so
a
worried about the
with a
takedown.
right hand,
Listen,
like right
you know,
away,
if
cracked
you're,
him.
if you're going against a great wrestler, your hands aren't going to be here. They're going to be a little lower, just enough to defend. And he got caught. He paid the price for it.
All right, we're gonna call Billy
Billy.
Vigil in a couple of minutes. We're still gonna talk Khabib with the fighters that we got calling in. We'll talk in between a little bit here. Tom's here until like 9:45. I got Eddie George calling in at the very end. Tom will probably be gone when I'm
I will.
interviewing
Eddie, I apologize. I have some
Eddie's
other
probably.
stuff.
I think Eddie's working, so he's not watching. But I'm gonna put up a video right now to one of the videos I found online that was hilarious. So enjoy this, and then we'll have Billy Vigil on in a minute.
Fuck your mother. Fuck your daddy. Fuck your religion.
This is
Russia and Putin.
Stuff. He goes, "Fuck you."
And fuck you. So you want to disrespect my country and my religion? Oh shit! No. Ever in your fucking life disrespect my country again? I was just trying to sell pay-per-view. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Help my mother. Her me. Help. Dana White. Sister Drake. My cousin. Get your nigga the fuck off me. Oh, thank God you saved me. Hey, nigga, why's wrong with you? You want some more, you leprechaun bitch? No, sir. You fucking Muslim security. Get that nigga. This is for my country. Oh, get that nigga. Fuck your mother. Fuck your daddy. Fuck your religion. Russia and Putin. And fuck you. So you want to disrespect my country and my religion? Oh.
Hilarious.
That was awesome. All right, people. I picked up so much stuff on the internet. Not only did I made a lot of the memes, but I cut up a lot of this stuff and stole it. It's what I do.
So just remember,
I steal
in
all
this.
this
I just wanna,
shit.
before we call Billy, just remember,
Yep.
everyone. Conor was the underdog for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
He was what?
Conor was the underdog for a reason. Khabib was picked, was the
Yeah.
favorite. That's all I'm gonna say. And he should have
And
been.
you know what?
He should have been. 2-year layoff, not very stylistically great fight for him, and it just played out how we visioned it, right? And,
Exactly.
And guys, I don't want to hear.
It played out how I wished it
And
would
I
happen.
don't want to hear, oh, here we go with the that's why wrestlers will always beat strikers and blah, blah, blah. No. First of all, Khabib is a phenomenal wrestler, probably the best in the world, number one, okay? And so don't go with that whole wrestlers are better. Listen, it's MMA for a reason. It's mixed martial arts. That fight, yeah, stylistically, that was a nightmare for Conor, and he couldn't handle it.
Exactly. And
That's it. That's what it comes down to.
he looked like he was I haven't seen him since like
2-year
the
layoff,
last
man.
minute of the first Diaz fight.
2-year layoff.
That was, you know what I mean? Even when he fought that boxing match,
Yeah.
he looked more confident. Even when he
Right.
was losing, he
No.
didn't look
No, he was
and
fine.
getting knocked out. He didn't look as bad as
He
in that
knew.
fight.
He
He
knew.
looks
Yeah, he
like
knew.
frightened
Yeah, I
at
don't
the
think
end of
fighting.
that.
I just think I think there was a sense of urgency. You know, I think that's what happened. I think there was a sense of urgency.
All right, I'm gonna.
Well, hey, I think Conor still goes on to win another world title or something. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he's
one
better
of them.
than everyone else. I'd like to see him.
Ferguson. I'd love to see the Ferguson fight.
Yeah, well,
That's a great
who's Khabib fight now? Who's he gonna
Fights
fight?
Conor
Ferguson,
McGregor
right?
again. You know they're gonna do it.
The fight wasn't even close.
I know. I agree. I don't even think there should be a rematch.
All right, I'm gonna call Billy Vigil right now.
Okay.
See what happens. Should I get him?
Don't forget, guys. October 20th, regional fight for sports, right? Lafayette Club.
Yeah, I have the poster. We'll post that later. Oh, hope this is clear. I was supposed to call him 3 minutes ago.
Hello.
Billy!
What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, man? Well, you're live in the room with me and Tom Evans here. How you doing? I'm doing excellent, buddy. Thanks for calling in.
Good. How's it going, Tom?
Great, man. Great. Again, Billy, thank you for calling in. I can't wait for your event. Looks great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, Bill, man, how you feeling, brother? We're a couple of days out. What's going on? What are you doing right now? What's your game plan? Like, tell us what goes on with the Ammo Fight League?
Oh, man, there's a lot that takes place to get the card going, and you know, we got a strong card. You know, I got a strong team that's making it happen, and I think I'm going to put another great show this coming Saturday.
Excellent. Now, weigh-ins are on Friday. Are they at 4 o'clock, or is that when the doors are open and we're getting them rolling?
No, the weigh-in started at 4 o'clock. I decided to do them early this time around due to the fact that I want to see if I can give some of the guys the opportunity to go to the casino to watch the fight.
Oh,
Nice.
cool! Yeah, because they got the Bellator card. So yeah, that's great,
Right.
great. So what time you figuring?
You know, we're gonna start the weigh-ins at 4 o'clock, and hopefully we'll end them by 7. You know, to give us time to go rush to the casino to watch some of these fights.
Excellent.
Now, hey, Billy, quick question. Are your fighters going to be allowed to weigh in? Is there like a pre-weigh-in before the live weigh-in? Just curious.
No, I don't have that yet. You know, I'm not situated like that, but hopefully, you know, in the future I'm going to be able to do that with the pros.
Great. No, that's what I was
Exactly.
asking. Awesome.
I'm going to be going live with the weigh-ins too, so we'll be showing everybody how they, all the weigh-ins and everything that's going on there. I know you're going to have something going on there, kind of open to the public, so it should be really, really cool to be a part of.
Yes. I mean, the last time we had it there, you know, we packed the house, you know. Hooters came on board as our main sponsor for ammo promotion, so I'm excited about that. You know, they're gonna invest a lot of time into me and my endeavors.
Excellent. Now, Billy, we got about 11. We got about 11 MMA fights and 4 grappling matches.
Yes, we had 2 fall off, unfortunately, due to injuries. You know, Isaiah, he blew his knee out, poor kid, man. But like I said, safety comes first, man.
Absolutely.
And then we had Brian Costco also get injured, so those two fights fell off, and it is what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
with a big card like that, Billy, the card was stacked. You're bound to lose a fight here and there. You know what I mean? But it could
exactly. You know what? When we initially had 15 fights, I was worried. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But, you know how it is. You've been in the game. Not only with the Ammo Fight League, you've had you have your grappling promotion there too. So you're used to the game. You know what goes on. But it seems like you had a great plan going into this one, and we still got a stacked card and a great night ahead of us.
Yes. I mean, I'm very excited because there's some matches there that a lot of fans are excited to see. So I think we're gonna have the room again, all standing to see all the fights.
And Billy, 11's a great number, by the way. So congratulations. It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, 11's a solid card, man. So that's great.
Yeah. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. And like always, I try to incorporate some of my champions from my grappling league. So I opened the show with that, and a lot of people like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, definitely, very diverse. You got a lot of grappling fans there. A lot of these kids that are, a lot of these MMA fighters, they get their work from the camps that are actually in these grappling competitions. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So we got a lot of Amis starting off the card. We got a couple of title fights. Dude, you really way above and beyond helping the amateurs here, getting our young beasts out there, man. How do you think of what do you think of some of these fighters you got there, these young ones?
A lot of them got a lot of potential. When I started Ammo Fight League, my whole intention was to be able to help these guys, Steve. I was in the position back in the days too, man, and I didn't have anybody to help me. So you know what? And like I tell a lot of these camps, a lot of these fighters, man, depend on my promotion to be able to give you a platform to be able to showcase your skills and get you to the next level.
Yeah, and you know what, Bill? You got fighters coming back to your organization. I mean, you got pros. Big name pros that've been around, the UFC, Bellator, and they make their way. Some of them have been on your card a couple of times now.
Yeah, you know what? I get hit by everybody, Steve. You know what? And they see that. You know what? They know what I'm all about. I'm about the fighter, man. About the sport. I have a big passion for it. I'm also a martial artist. I have a history all the way back as a young kid, being a boxer, and then getting into karate, and then eventually going into BJJ. So, I understand, what they're going through in their struggles.
Excellent. Now, all right, Bill. So is this going to be your fifth or sixth sixth event?
This will be my fifth. Unfortunately, you know what? I had one in June, but I had a situation with a personal situation with my mom, and I had to postpone it. So. It was unfortunate that I had to postpone it, but family comes first.
Oh, most definitely,
100%.
most definitely. Now we got this card coming up, Bill. From your first card up until this one, how much have you grown? What are you seeing different, like as far as positive, leading up to this event from maybe your first or second event?
Well, my first one, I really didn't expect to get the place packed. I didn't sell out, but I got the place packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got the place packed with only 5 fights, Steve. Because at that time I didn't know that I had to overbook.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know how it is. Guys fell out. 5 fights fell off, and I only had 5 fights. But you know what? It was a great show. My second show, man. I made money. Everybody was happy. My third show, I sold the house out. My St. Patrick's show, I sold the house out, and I'm hoping to do the same thing this Saturday.
That's awesome.
Excellent. You got something? I'll talk to him all night. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, Bill. I mean, it's great to see that progress, and as I said, I have a little kids promotion that I've been working on. So it's great to hear your success and share those stories with all of us. What do you think, as a promoter, is probably the toughest part of your job?
Working with all the organizations that are involved to making the show. Besides just working with these camps, You got to work with officials. You got to work with the police department. You got to work with the city, the town to get the permits. You know, the fire department, man. So there's a lot of things that are involved to getting the show off the ground, man.
And that's great that the public knows that. That's great.
But we get it done.
So what are the now? Are there certain deadlines you have to meet? Like, how far out do you think? All right, I'm gonna do MO 6 this date. How long do you have to get all this stuff, sealed and delivered?
I like to do it like 3 months in advance, because besides just doing that, I also have my music entertainment business. I'm a booking agent at the casinos.
Awesome.
Plus, I hold 6 grappling tournaments every year. So in between all that, I'm juggling. But like I said, I got a team. I got a good team, and they know what they have to do to get the job done, and we get the job done.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Now, question for you, Billy, really quick. As we know, like, social media is a huge thing. I know Steve's gonna be working with you, which is awesome. So thank you for giving him a platform. That's great. I appreciate that, especially for regional fight sports, and we're gonna be very excited to cover it for you. How big do you think an amateur How big do you think an amateur marketing himself plays into his career as a promoter?
I apologize, Steve. I didn't hear you.
No, I'm sorry about that. I said, how big do you think an amateur fighter marketing himself on like social media plays into his career? Do you think it's a big part of the sport nowadays?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Definitely. To me, websites are obsolete. Websites are only for informational purposes.
Agreed.
Today's world, and the kids out there, man, they live and breathe on social media. You know that. You do a lot of your business and your promotions through that. So, that's how you reach out to them. I tell a lot of these guys, man, if you're really serious about this and you want to create a fan base, create social media fan pages, and believe me, they'll start coming and liking you and following you. They'll then know your whole history, man, from start to finish.
No, I agree.
And the kids nowadays, like, their minds are just flying. And like you said, there's so much information out there people flood themselves on there, and it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, even owning a business, me, Billy, and I own True Martial Arts Academy, and I'm finding that I'm getting more inboxes on Facebook for like referrals than I am through any internet website or anything. It's amazing.
And it's just
exactly. Like what I do is, when people want some stuff, they communicate me directly through social media, and if they want any type of information, I got a website, but you know what? I don't do any promotions off the website.
Exactly.
That's more for just like informational purposes.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, I agree.
And Facebook's easy; it's free, and not only Facebook, you're on Instagram, Twitter. All these kids, right. I mean, they're learning the game, and they're not only helping themselves, they help the promotion also, because they're spreading awareness that they're fighting for the promotion. So it works for everybody in the game.
Exactly.
Last question, Billy. I know you guys are centralized more in like Springfield area, correct? What area is it?
Well, my whole objective when I started AMO was to do my first shows in Connecticut, but they still got to get their stuff straightened out. Financially, they can't afford to create a new body to oversee MMA.
Correct.
So that's where that's at. So I decided to cross over the border. But I got big plans. I got a lot of big plans, and there's going to be an announcement made in November at one of my expos that I'm holding. That I'm branching out.
That's awesome. That's great. That was my next question. That's great.
And that's great. I mean, and Bill, that's part of the process of being a young promotion. You're always evolving every show, and the game's quick, so you learn quick, and you learn what you have to do to get that product out there. And it's great that you have the opportunity to grow. You know what I mean? So the eyes are watching you, the fans are coming, and the fighters want to fight for you.
Steve, that's it. They've been watching.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been watching me, and they see my vision, and they see what I've done in just 1 year. And I've been approached by some good franchises, and like I said, November, there's going to be an announcement that I'm very excited about, So
that's awesome.
But like I said initially, man, I created this company, and whatever I do in this sport is for the benefit of the fighters. Even in my league, my tournaments, there's a lot of guys, they come to me and said, I'd like to participate at your tournament, but I just can't afford that. I said, don't worry about that. You know, I invite them to come. All my champions in my grappling league, they compete for free. I don't expect them to pay as long as they hold that title. You know, so it's all about that, man. It's all about working together as one.
Excellent. Billy, a couple of last questions about the event itself. It's Saturday night at the Big E, where you've had your first and, you know, this up and coming event. Can you talk a little bit about the area where it's happening and the Big E and the setup kind of, because it's kind of a big place and it's well known.
Sure. We're going to be holding it at the Mallory building. It's the building with the green dome. Doors open up at 5 o'clock in the evening. The grappling starts around 5:30. We'll have a 30-minute intermission, and around 7 o'clock we'll start the MMA fights. The place holds 2,200 people, so, you know, it's a really nice setup, you know. We were planning on doing it at the Young's building that holds 4,500 people, that has 2 levels, and I'm hoping to do that at my next fight. And I can tell you my next fight will be on March 16th for the St. Patrick's Battle.
Excellent, man.
That's awesome.
Well, you know, Bill, I appreciate, you know, you having me be a part of this. I can't wait for the event. I can't wait for the weigh-ins and, you know, to start the energy of the weekend off. I'm glad to be a part of it. We got a big team coming in. You got Carlos Carrera. You got Zachary Surley, the big, we talk about social media. That kid made a name for himself. Just jumping on comments, you know what I mean? So we got a big team.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Zach, I love Zach, man. I love Zach. And, you know, me and Zach communicate, you know, offline, man. And, you know, I go, you do your thing, you're a hype man, you know, and that's what it's all about, you know?
Yeah. As far as that night, Bill, is it gonna be? I'm gonna be streaming it. As far as I know, I think. As far as you, you're gonna have a camera crew there. That is it going to be offered that night from that camera crew? Or is that down the line? You throw it on YouTube and everything.
Yes, so you'll be able, you yourself will be able to stream it live. My guys will then, you know, put it on our YouTube channel.
Excellent. So Regional Fight Sports will be streaming that live for you, and Billy will have it filmed. You know,
but really quick, guys.
Yeah.
Listen, I love streaming fights live.
Yeah.
But you need to support these local.
Yeah, you need to go to the event.
Please go buy a ticket. Support Billy. Support Ammo. It's very important.
Exactly. And you know, Billy, we got a dude, Richard Cunningham, tuning in from Northern Ireland right now, watching the show. So people like him who can't get a ticket and come to the show.
That's what it's about.
That's
but local guys, you got to support
these
guys. You got to support these fighters. You got to support these promotions.
And I understand that. I mean, I totally understand that. Like I said, you know, the people that are part of my team, they know that we do have the capability of getting, you know, televised and pay-per-view. But I feel that at this point, since we're so young, that I don't want to just do that. But hopefully next year we'll be able to provide that.
Excellent. We can do that with Regional Fight Sports next year.
Yeah, maybe we'll be. Yeah, Regional Fight Sports. We'll be our own media corp.
Yeah,
we'll jump in there and do the whole thing for you, Bill.
No worries.
Perfect, buddy. Perfect.
All right, Bill. Any last words? How we get tickets? Anything like that?
Well, you know, tickets can still be purchased online. You know, it'll be closed this Friday. So, you know, if you want to get some tickets, get them online or get them through your favorite grappler or MMA fighter. The $35 bleacher seats will not be sold at the event. They will be sold out by then. They're almost sold out anyway. So if you want to get the $35 bleacher seats, you can get them online or through the fighters. Again, it's at the Big E this Saturday. Doors open at 5 p.m. at the Mallory building.
Bill, always a pleasure, man. I can't wait to, team up with you on Friday and Saturday and blow this card up for you.
I appreciate it, buddy, and thank you guys, man. Good luck and God bless.
Bill,
All right, buddy.
Absolutely.
I'll see you Friday at weigh-ins, bro. Take care.
Good guy, Steve.
Yeah, definitely a good guy. You're watching right now. Randy Francis, if you're on there, I'll call you in a couple of minutes. I just want to talk a little bit about what's just
Ammo.
This ammo a little bit. Great card. 11. He talked about
11
fights
fights.
fall off.
Yeah, well, that's part of the game.
One of the fighters was a couple of kids making their amateur debut.
Yeah.
He'll be down the line. The other one was a title fight, amateur title fight.
Okay.
But that happens. We still got 2 amateur title fights, plus I think 5 or 6 pro fights with. So I mean, there.
I know it's awesome.
It's a lot of
it's
great
gonna be
fighters
a
there.
it's a good card.
Manly, who just fought.
He did.
He fought
what's the guy from CES, the champion?
the CES champion.
No, guy from Philadelphia.
Yeah,
What's his
I
name?
can't. I know his name too. Sorry,
He's
CES.
a welterweight CES.
Yes,
MMA
he
champion.
beat.
He's phenomenal.
Yes, he is great.
I apologize. Yeah,
Yes, I usually know his name.
But he
and
did
stuff
beat.
like that.
He did beat Manly. So Manly's kind of coming off a loss. Trying
Yes.
to get back in the win column.
And Manly,
he's fought for AMO before.
Manly beat Ryan Sanders
Yes, he did.
at AMO.
And you know Leon Davis has fought for AMO.
Yes,
so he's had
champion,
some
champion for AMO.
So he's had some serious.
Michael Kimball, I think, fought for who's
So he has
fighting
some
on
good
Bellator. Yeah, that's what we talked. He's
So
got
guys,
some
shout out
people
to
in there.
AMO. It's a great card. Please go check them out. Like you guys know what it is now. It's this Saturday at the Big E. Let's go get those tickets.
Excellent. I'm just gonna play a promo for the ammo. I'm just gonna play a couple little things, and then we're gonna give Randy Francis a call because he is fighting Aaron Shortfuse Hughes for the featherweight amateur title at AMO. These two kids have fought before.
They've scrapped before.
They
Rematch.
scrapped before.
Rematch.
It was a late notice fight, I think, for Aaron. Aaron won on a triangle choke, but it was a little controversial. We do have that fight. We're going to show that fight as we talk to Randy and talk about what happened in that fight because they're rematching. Both had a training camp for each other to prepare. They both felt each other. So we're going to talk to Randy a couple of minutes. I'm just going to play this promo for Bill. I'm going to get his slideshow. Listen, I do this all on my own, people. So Tom is here to look pretty and to give his insight. You look beautiful. The hair, though. Did you tell people? Are you grown out?
So I'm going to. So this Friday at my kid's Halloween party, Steve, I'm going to be Boris Hortley from Vampirina. My daughter's being Vampirina. So.
All right. I thought you were talking about your Halloween party.
No, we got a surprise for that one, Steve.
Yeah, we do have. What was I looking? What was I getting here? Oh, I was getting the ammo promo right there. All right, we're gonna play it real quick for you.
Ammo fighter.
There you go, people. Ammo. That was a great promo.
Very nice, very well
That was a
done.
great promo.
I agree. That was awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna give Randy Francis a call right now.
Let's do it.
I do have some. Let me get some to his videos and stuff down here.
Coach John, Bear Crawls. I got you, bud.
Is someone saying stuff? Who is
Coach,
John
Coach John and Sparta's all over.
Spada?
Training.
It's my man.
Don't worry, Coach. I'm coming.
There's Randy Francis stuff. Locked and loaded. All right, Randy, I'm calling you now. All right. Hey, what's up, Roberto Villa, the president of Fightbook. Thanks, buddy.
Berto, big shout out, man. You guys are amazing. Thank you for sharing our nonprofit organization. We really appreciate it.
Also, Roberto, I don't know if you're just tuning in, but we are live streaming the Ammo Fight card under Regional Fight Sports on Saturday, so I'll tag you so it goes live on your website. We want, of course, we want people to buy tickets, but like we said, this is for people that live out of the New England area that can't make it to the fights.
Absolutely.
So with that said, Bear Crawls. Oh, all right, that's John. All right, let me see where Randy is right now. Walt Anderson, would you get another tattoo? He sending me pictures. All right, is this Randy? Hey, all right. Roberta saying, yeah, badass, man.
Love it.
And we'll also have Eric Bedard.
Lucky Strikes.
Heavyweight.
That kid.
Heavyweight.
Eric, I love you.
MMA pro for CES.
Listen.
And his wife will be my media team while I'm in the ring, in the cage. I mean, oh my God, cut me. In the cage.
Are you going to be in a suit?
Yes, I'm going to be dressed up. I will be dressed up.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck is this? I will be dressed up interviewing the fighters.
It's great.
Joe, I'll be Joe Rogan like. I don't know if I'll have a jacket with me, but I don't know if I'll wear it in the cage when I'm into. I'll have another shirt on.
I'm excited about this for you, Steve.
I will.
This might be a new niche.
You will see what happens.
I'm
You know?
excited. It's gonna be good.
I think Eric is going to call the live feed fight.
Thank God.
I think
I
he's
don't
going
wanna
to call
listen to you
that.
all night.
No, I don't want. I'm not. You know, I'll chatter in the back or stuff like that. So.
I'm kidding. I'm
All
kidding.
right.
Steve is the voice.
No, yeah, I yell too much. I gotta tone it down. All right, Randy Francis, I'm gonna call you right now, bro. I've never talked to this kid just online, so
Well, now
it's
we're
gonna
gonna.
be a pleasure. I'm gonna
Social
find out
media,
about this
man.
kid, and then we'll have Eddie George on after. He's working right now,
That's okay.
but he'll call. You might be out of here by now.
I
but
will
we're
be. I have
having
to
so
leave
much
at
fucking
9:45.
fun. Randy Francis is from the Connecticut area too. Richard Cunningham's saying, can't believe.
Hey, what's up, Steve?
Randy Francis, man, how you doing, brother?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm excellent. Thanks for calling in, buddy. I know you're cutting weight. I know it's kind of crunch time, but thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Actually, I mean, I'm not even really cutting weight. My diet's been great, so I really don't have any weight to cut.
Excellent, man.
So hey, this is, Tom Evans
is in with me.
Tom Evans, hey, we want to wish you all the luck in your amateur title fight. We know this is a big thing, big step up in your career. This is a big shot for you to really put on a show. What are you looking forward to the most, man?
I mean, I'm just looking forward to going out there and banging, like that's just what I love to do.
That's awesome.
Randy, this is a rematch against Aaron. Your first fight, it was a late notice. I think your opponent pulled out and Aaron jumped in there. This is a rematch, brother. What are you thinking about that first fight? And what are you thinking about going into this? Talk about it.
I mean, the first fight, right after the ref called it, he looked at me and then he watched the video from the guy that was next to the cage and he looked at me and he goes, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I fucked up."
That's what the ref said to you?
Yeah.
All right.
So I mean, you can't really, you know what I mean? Like it happens all the time, and
Yeah.
it kind of sucks when it happens to you. So we've always like talked about running it back, and it's just it finally happened, and it's for a title.
That's awesome.
It's even better.
Which, yeah, good. Sometimes things happen for a reason, brother. Now you're fighting them for a title. You guys both get to have a proper training camp for each other. As far as that fight, up until that triangle, man, that fight looked very competitive on the feet. You, like you said, you like the bang, man. You were throwing a lot of combos at him. Took him down with a great takedown. Talk a little bit about the actual fight and what you felt in there when you went against Aaron for the first time.
Well, I mean, not too much really happened. I mean, you know what I mean? It was only like I think a minute. So. I was I was coming from a fight that I just fought with Mike Kimbo, so going from Mike Kimbo to Aaron Hughes, I got kicked in the head a lot in that fight. So when I saw head kick coming from Aaron, we had been working on that. So that's how I was able to take him down off that kick, and then I lost my balance, and I had my hands on the mat, which is big no. And he just walked up the triangle, and I started fighting the triangle out, and I tried to work some ground and pound, and then next thing you know, the ref called it.
Now, you got this rematch with him. What have you been working on anything, as far as leading up to this, or what's been going on with your training camp getting ready for this?
I've been working a lot of grappling, a lot of takedown stuff. I was watching his last fight with Kenny Champion. I like to see that, or he likes to sit on his back a lot. He gets stuck on in half guard. He's got pretty good takedowns, so we've been kind of anticipating that. I know he likes to throw a lot of light kicks.
Now, you had a big fight for you won another belt not too long ago, correct? Another amateur belt?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 months ago, I won by second round knockout.
That's awesome.
For another belt. So now he's fighting for another belt.
Yeah.
Now you and Aaron are both the same records. I think 3 and 4, correct?
Yes.
So this is a great matchup, brother. Like, what are you thinking about this opportunity in itself, as far as fighting for another belt for Ammo, which is probably going to be a packed house this time. And you fought for him before, so you must be like, kind of through the roof about this opportunity, no?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm just most excited, just to run it back. Like I'm not a sore loser. It's one thing if he beats me fair and square, but me and him, we both know like that the fight didn't end the way it should have, and I just, I want to see who's really the better fighter. Whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter to me. I just love fighting. I've been fighting for 5 years now. For boxing and kickboxing. I've been grappling for 3 years, and I just love the competition. It's just, I don't know, it's a thrill seeker for me.
Now, Randy, quick question. You're going on I'm going to say your 8th amateur fight. How do you any timeline? Are you looking to turn pro ever? Or you just kind of, you said you love fighting. Are you content staying as an amateur? What's your plan moving forward?
It kind of depends on what happens. I kind of just take it fight by fight, but as long as everything works out well, I could see myself going pro definitely within a year.
Nice.
Excellent. And how old are you? You're in your early 20s, correct?
Yeah, I turned 24 in April.
So he's
Nice.
still,
That's
and
great
you
age.
and you started basically you have seven AMI fights under your belt. So you've had a pretty good run, man, for how young you are, brother. So kudos to you.
Yeah, I mean, as long as depending on how this fight goes, I mean, I might even try to hop on another card in another month. I just take it fight by fight. I really wanted to fight Aaron and then defend my title against Kenny, but Karen didn't want me to do that because I guess it's because they were 28 days apart.
Yeah, something like that.
Want me to,
Yeah, I guess
she didn't want me to take that risk.
Yeah, she don't want to book you, and then something happened in the fight that you can't make the match up. So I understand, but you come out of this fight unscathed, and like you said, if you come away with the win, you might be able to jump on something else down the line. As far as Aaron, when he fought you on that ammo card, he was 0-3. That was his first win, and he went on a kind of a tear from there. Had a quick knockout for Cage Titans. What have you seen in Aaron that you have to kind of be aware of now going into the second fight with him?
Well, I mean, I know he said that it looks like I get tired as the fight goes on, but his 3 wins, they're all within the first round.
Correct.
And he's never won a fight outside of the first round. So I think I can take him into deep water and just outwork him.
He did when he fought for Cage Titans a couple of months ago. He went all 5 rounds with Kenny Champion. Do you expect this fight to go 5 rounds?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. If it does, I think that if it goes to a decision, I think I'm going to win.
All right. Great answer, by the way. I love it. Aaron is watching right now, but it's
I know.
It's your time right now. I want to get to know you a little bit because I've talked to Aaron a couple of times. Dude, as far as you're only 23, 24. What'd you start in martial arts? What was your history?
I started when I was 15. I got into a lot of fights when I was in school. By the time I was 16, I'd been arrested 3 times for fighting. So my mom was just like, you know what, we got to get you into something. So what do you want to do? And I told her, I was like, I want to do kickboxing. I don't know. I just always loved fighting.
Hey, I love kickboxing. You know that, buddy.
Yeah. Tom likes kickboxing. He's
great choice.
He's been in the ring here and there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, my background is more in like boxing and kickboxing, but when it comes to MMA, when you throw the grappling in, it's so different. So for the past 3 to 4 years, I've been focusing predominantly on grappling with Daryl Macarelli. He's just one of the best wrestlers and grapplers in New England. He's actually the first Naga champion ever.
Oh, awesome. Excellent.
That's awesome.
He got he
Yeah. No,
I think he got second place in the World Sambo tournament as well. He's just
phenomenal.
very, very knowledgeable in grappling. So working with him it's truly an honor.
Excellent, man.
That's
Anything? A couple more questions, and we'll let you get back to not having to cut weight.
No, exactly. So hey, any sponsors? I know any way to market yourself. How can people follow you? Go ahead. Give us some names.
Yeah, let me give a shout out to the Minx of Hartford and Groton, Red Devil Performance, Barnett Chiropractor, Lawn Care, etc., Long Shots Cafe, Uncle Cranky's, and I want to thank Bill for giving me the opportunity to fight for his title.
Man, I gotta say, for an amateur,
Dude, man, you
Look at
got
those
some
spots.
some
Good for you,
bling
man.
on that shirt. What's going on? Yeah.
So
How'd
when
you
you-
get all these? Are these sponsors that have been kind of on your supporting you through a couple of camps, or are these kind of new?
Yeah, I mean, I think my first fight this year, I was talking to Daryl's son. He kind of just gave me like a game plan on how to, get money for fighting, and I'll go to like 10 businesses and ask them for they'll be like, if you give me like $100, I'll put your logo on my shirt. And 9 out of 10 say no, but you get that one guy. So I've gone to like 50 different
There you
businesses,
go.
so I get like.
Hey,
It pays
congratulations.
out.
Yeah,
No, good for you.
definitely, man. You're not only doing great as an amateur fighter, you're actually making your way into the promotional ranks too, getting yourself out there and in the business world. Good for you, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I work full time at Electric Boat as well, and I'm also going to school for engineering.
Congratulations.
Dude, man.
I'm doing everything all
So,
at
hey,
once.
my question is-
we're gonna ask him a Connor question.
So
too before
no.
we
So
leave.
here's my question. You said you're going to school, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you go to regionalfightsports.org and apply for our scholarship so you can get $500 for school?
Yeah, we got a scholarship through our regional fight sports page that we will give you free money if you apply for a scholarship through us.
Oh, that's awesome. I had no idea.
Yeah, well, now you do.
See, now you do, man. That's why we do
and
these.
you know what? We're trying to get more people on it because we want to give money
Listen,
away.
we got money sitting there. We want to
Yeah.
give it away to guys like you who work hard, who promote themselves, who kick butt in the community. So please go on the website, bud, and apply.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I would really appreciate that.
So it's regionalfightsports.org, my friend. So like I said, go online, just click on scholarship. All the information's right there for you. This is what we're about, bud. That's why we do these things.
Last thing, brother, how we get in touch with you, social media, all that good stuff.
Well, I got a fan page on Facebook, facebook.com/Randy Francis MMA, and my Instagram is ITS_Randy Francis.
Nice.
And
All right.
I really don't do the Twitter thing.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do Twitter. Stay off Twitter because no one follows me on Twitter. Stay on Facebook and Instagram. That's where I.
I literally only have Twitter just to read the ridiculous tweets that Donald Trump posts.
There you go, bro.
Very nice.
Eddie, there he goes. All right, my man. Randy, thank you so much for coming on, buddy. Glad to meet you. I have never spoken to you other than online. I'll see you weigh-ins on Friday, and we'll chat maybe after you weigh in about how the weigh-in went or whatever.
All right. Thank you for having me.
All right, brother. Make sure you go to regionalfightsports.org and apply for that shit. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good night. Thanks.
You too. Bye.
Good kid, Steve. I wish him the
very
best of
good.
luck. I'll tell you what, Aaron's a good kid too, so it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, Aaron's a really good kid.
So listen, it's 9:46.
Yeah, you got to get out of here.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. And I gotta say this.
What are you gonna say?
I gotta say,
Oh, well, last thing before we
you
say,
just cut me off, right?
I know.
Screw me.
Happy birthday to Richard.
Oh, this is an important post.
Richard
Go ahead.
Santiago.
Rancho Santiago's birthday is
Santiago
as
and
well as Louis
Felix, man. So
rock
happy
star.
birthday to you. Also, Pat Sullivan.
That's
it's
right.
His birthday today.
Pat Sullivan, shout out to Pat. What a
so
great guy.
I don't forget anybody.
You forgot
That's
me,
what.
but,
I didn't forget you. I fucking put a hat on your head for your birthday, motherfucker. I think that. Oh, sorry.
So guys, no, what I was getting at is, listen, anyone listening, regional fight sports.org. We are a nonprofit. Go on the website. any active MMA competitor or anyone involved in the martial arts can apply for our $500 academic scholarship. We want to give the money away. There's 3 different tiers. Read up on us. Check us out. We are probably one of the only media nonprofit organizations in the community that's representing and supporting martial arts. So
Exactly.
I'm excited to have this. Let's use it. Let's not forget about it. Let's blow it up. Let's get every young martial artist out there an opportunity to better themselves educational-wise. And it doesn't have to be for a college. It could be for a vocational school or some type of skill. So let's rock and roll with it.
Excellent. Tom, before you go, I just want to flash this picture on. I want you to just talk about these last 2 events real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So Kids Kumite is November 10th. It's going to be the Jewish Community Center in Providence, Rhode Island. This is our 2nd show of the year. We did one in July. It was a pretty big success. We're still matching for younger kids. Please go on our website. It is wixsite.com/kidskumite/champions. Please go visit the website, register, or just inbox me on Facebook. Ages 6 and up, there are weight classes. There are beginner levels for no head contact. And it's a Muay Thai sanctioned event by the PKF. I want to give a big shout out to Alan Lau, who's going to be pretty much the main official. We're using the Massachusetts Muay Thai rule set. So you can go online. It's all on the website. We're really excited about it. We're just trying to create a platform for the kids, Steve,
That's it.
to give them
Future.
opportunity to compete in
This
kickboxing. And you don't have to be a Muay Thai fighter to do so. You can be a karate kid who wants to do continuous fighting, because that's really what it is. It's a great put on event. Big shout out to Hub Boxing. Also, our Halloween party is next weekend.
Yes.
In Pawtucket,
The
Rhode
20th,
Island. So those who live in Massachusetts,
Yes.
it's not far. It's right over the border.
Yes.
That's why we did it in Pawtucket. So it's not far.
There's a couple of things going on that night as far as fighting, but come to the party after. We'll be partying and doing.
And everything that we do goes towards the scholarship.
Exactly.
So it's not, we're not taking money and putting it in our pockets. No. It's all legal. It will all be online. We'll have our meetings and everything online. Everything is public. We're a public company, nonprofit. So please check us out. I will be at the door. I am running a marathon. Yes, November 4th, New York City Marathon. I'm still looking for donations. I have to raise $3,000. I'm close, not yet there. So please go on that and let me know. Be really excited to reach the $3,000 goal. I'm running for Team Actually Helping Kids. So they're a nonprofit based in Chicago who goes to schools, and they pretty much, help our children eat the healthy way, as opposed to, if you've seen school lunches these days, and what these kids eat. So it's promoting healthy eating across the country. So please check that out. That's all I got, Steve.
Excellent, man.
You're the man. It's always a pleasure.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to call Eddie now in a couple
Eddie,
of minutes.
interview.
Going to be our last guest.
Go check out Ammo.
Yeah. Like I said, I'll be at. You won't be at Ammo, but I'll be with
we're covering it.
Eric Bedard and his wife will be covering it. They'll be doing live stream, taking care of that. I think what we're going to do is chop it up like we usually do, one fight at a time.
Yep.
Keep going live for each fight.
Yep.
So stay tuned for all that. So
I'll be seeing
you maybe next Wednesday. On the next Wednesday, I might have. Oh no, Tuesday. I might have Dennis Piva down here one of these.
Nice.
One of these nights.
The
Next Wednesday, I think we're gonna do. We're gonna do at post ammo fight.
If I can get some more opponents for the Kids Kumite, I'd love to have some of these kids call in on the show.
Oh, definitely.
So we can promote them.
Exactly.
I'm
Always
still
have them
matching.
in here with their
Still
parents.
looking for opponents, guys. Send me your kids. Let's work together. Let's work as a team. I'm trying to make fair matchups. I don't want injuries. I don't want kids to get overmatched. I want people to feel comfortable in there and have an opportunity to compete. So inbox me, Facebook me, whatever you're gonna do. Your seeds were phenomenal.
One day, like pumpkin seeds, salted pumpkin seeds, right here, man.
Very
David's
nice.
baby.
Very nice.
We didn't
All
even-
right.
all right.
I'm out.
You want the last couple?
Go
of
do
them?
you? No, I want you to eat them.
All right, thanks, brother. I'm gonna call.
Guys,
Eddie
check us
Jordan.
out. Enjoy the interviews.
We out. Thanks,
Wow.
Tom. I think the door's open. If not, you're stuck here.
Very nice.
All right. I'm all alone now. All right, I'm gonna call Eddie now. Oh, I gotta get his stuff up. Hold on, Ed. Hold on, Ed. All right, calling Eddie. Tom's gone. Tom is gone. Last call of the night, people. And it's a good one.
Hello?
Eddie.
Hey, what's going on, Steve?
What's up, brother? You know, it's funny. Every time I call one of you guys back, I think I'm calling like the wrong people or the bill collector or something, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Excellent, man. Thank you for calling, buddy. I know we're a couple of days away from weigh-ins, man. How you feeling, buddy? Last kind of what, a couple of week notice fight? Is that what it is, kind of?
Yeah, kind of. I had an opponent at 155, but he pulled out. Actually, two of them, but they pulled out. So this 170-pound matchup was kind of last minute, but it's all good. It's no big deal. Like I'm a 155er, but I can fight 170 no problem if need to be.
Yeah, and we talked about that when I came down to FAA about, you know, you fight a welterweight, but your ideal is, you know, lightweight, right?
Yeah, exactly. For me to fight at 170, I actually have to eat a lot of food, and I'd rather fight at 55, but it is what it is.
Nice. Now, the opponent you got right now, do you know much about him? Is he a natural, like, welterweight, or is he moving up, too?
No, he's an actual welterweight. He has a fight at welterweight already. I know he has a jiu-jitsu background. He's a purple belt. Good sport jiu-jitsu. But besides that, he has like a Muay Thai background in stand-up. I'm not sure how good his Muay Thai is, but he's mainly a jiu-jitsu guy from what I know.
Excellent, man. Well, the last time I seen you was at FAA. I was interviewing you about a big card you were fighting on. I think it was it Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun that you were gonna be fighting?
It was supposed to be Foxwoods.
All right, a big organization from Vegas, and I think I just basically finished an interview with you, and the card was canceled. I think right after we like shut the cameras off. So.
Yeah.
But since then, you traveled and you got a fight under your belt, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. I had a fight about a month ago in New York for New York Fight Exchange, which was a good fight. I won that unanimous decision. He was a good opponent, but since the last time I spoke to you, I've grown a lot. I spent almost a month in Vegas with my coach Nick Newell, training with a bunch of high caliber professional fighters. It really helped elevate my game.
Excellent. You're also you talk about Nick. You also are you his like food prep guy, or is do you cook for him?
I'm his nutrition guy.
Yeah, you're his nutrition guy.
I handle his nutrition as well as a lot of the other people, the fighters on our team. I handle their nutrition. And my strength conditioning coach, I work with some of his athletes as well, football players, basketball players. I handle their nutrition on top of that.
Excellent, man. So is this something that you're, is going to be something like a job that you're going to, something, a business that you might do down the line?
It very well could be. I'm a certified personal trainer. So I already do personal training, but I also have a background in nutrition. I'm not a dietitian because that takes years and years of college, but I do have a nutrition background with a lot of certifications, and I'm very well-rounded and have good knowledge in it. So I help out everybody as best I can and handle people's cuts and rehydrating after they make weight and whatnot, leading up to a whole camp.
Excellent, man. So it kind of be, you must be a robot when you're kind of doing yourself as far as your nutrition and cutting weight and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, it's just come secondhand now. I've been doing it for so long with wrestling. Back when I didn't cut weight really in middle school, but high school I cut weight a good bit. So it's nothing to me now to cut weight. It's a no-brainer.
Excellent. I've been watching you. I knew of you anyway, but I've been like all over your Instagram lately, watching your workouts, your strength and conditioning programs. Teaming up with Nick. Your coach is beating you up over there, huh?
Always, man. Make me better though.
Of course,
He's
man.
going to beat me up.
Of course.
He's going to beat me up.
Yeah, I got some video of you doing some work and stuff like that, but I got no fight footage of you except for that fight you had at Cage Titans where you came away with it was a split decision loss, but that fight could have went anyway, brother.
Yeah, man, I tell you, I did not lose that fight. I'm not going to harp on it, but I didn't lose that fight. In my heart, I know, and it's all good. I move on to the next one. But my first fight for Combat Zone is on YouTube, and my last fight is on YouTube, but the stream is real glitchy, so it's hard to see. The first round is okay, but the second and third is not the best.
Yeah. Well, we'll fix that on Saturday nights, Eddie, because I'm gonna be streaming it live.
You're the man.
Yeah, so I'll be streaming it live. You know, for the people that can't make it to the show, even though we want people to buy the tickets and everything. But you know, Billy will have his crew there doing it for YouTube down the line. But yeah, I'm gonna go live with it, so it should be a great night. And as you know, I'm gonna be in the cage and maybe talking to you after your fight about what's next. So
I hope so, bro. It's always good talking to you.
It's always a good time. I'm going to be making my way down your camp again down the line. Basically, after this fight, I'm going to be taking like a little tour of New England, and because I know, you know, after this fight, you'll be jumping on something quick again.
Yeah, you know it.
Any reason why you went out of New England to fight for your last fight, correct?
Yeah, it was no, it was in New York.
Yeah, but it was out of New England. Like, was that the first time you fought MMA out of? It was in New York, correct? You said, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Was that the first time you fought out of New England MMA?
Yeah.
And what was the reason why you went to that promotion? Just couldn't get anything around the New England area?
He reached out to me a while back. I like Mike Washington. He runs that promotion. He's a nice guy, and it just was an offer, and I said, why not, man? You know, someone wants me to fight. I'm gonna fight. That's what I do.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. And you know, fights for Amis fall through all the time. So yeah, get what you can get. As far as this fight, what are you looking to do in there, buddy? What's not as far as your game plan, but what are you looking to show in there as far as, you know, your skills? Because you said you've been training in Vegas for a month while Nick was doing his thing. What are you looking to show people this time?
It's just pretty much to go out there and be a complete mixed martial artist, man. I made the mistake my first and second fight. I tried to have, you know, a single game plan, be a one-trick pony. You know, first one it was to work my ground game too much, and the second one was to stand up too much. And I learned from my mistakes. That's why my last fight, I pulled it all together. I pulled out a, you know, spectacular win. So I'm just gonna go out there this time and try to do that same thing again and just be a complete mixed martial artist, from the feet to, you know, in the clinch, on the ground, just all around. You know, I'm a complete mixed martial artist, and I'm just going to display that on Saturday night.
Excellent. It's going to be a big event for you to do that, buddy. There should be a lot of eyes on you, not only for your skills, but, you know, being under the team FAA with Nick Newell and Justin Sumter, and a lot of up-and-coming Amis just like yourself, young pros. That gym's bringing it, man. Who's going to be in your corner, Nick and Justin, as usual?
Yes, sir. Nick and Justin, and also Nick's head coach, Jeremy, will be in my corner as well.
Excellent. Yeah, that Jeremy, man. Talk to me a couple of minutes about him, because he's on, like, you know, he's Nick's head coach, but I see him all over Instagram. That dude's an athlete himself, man. That guy's a fucking animal, right?
Oh, he's a specimen, man. He's a workhorse. He's a great coach. Yeah, if you go on his Instagram, you'll see he's doing kettlebell workouts and all kinds of stuff. He's a wizard, that guy.
Yeah, he's looking like Superman out there. I'm like, what is you know, coaching is his thing. I'm like, but I watching him, I'm like, this guy can get in there and do some damage himself in the cage.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. To say the least, he's a beast.
All right, my man, you got a couple of days left, brother. What's left to do? What's your plan for up until weigh-ins? I'll be seeing you there. I'll be going live with weigh-ins too. So, what's left to do in the next couple of days?
Well, not too much, man. Like I said, for 170, I don't have to kill myself to make it. So I'm gonna cut a little bit of weight, tomorrow, not much, and then just hang out and go up to Springfield on Friday, make weight, and get ready to have fun on Saturday.
Excellent, man. Well, I'll be there Friday. I'll be there nice and early setting up. So maybe I can get a word with you live, face-to-face, get a little soundbite from you and a couple other fighters. It should be a great event, brother. I'm stoked about it, being a part of it. And, being stoked with a big card and, seeing a lot of fighters that I've kind of interviewed. And I know personally, man, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, I can't wait to be there myself. Saturday's going to be a great time. I'm super excited as well. Any chance I get to step into the cage and express myself as a martial artist, there's no words for it. It's just a great thing.
Excellent, my man. Brother, last thing, man, social media, how to get in touch with you, and thank yous to whoever you want to throw them out to.
Yeah, so my Instagram is Eddy_George7, and Facebook is just Eddy George. That's all I have for social media right now.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all I need. I'm busy with Instagram. That's enough.
There you go. And shout outs, and that's about it, bro.
Oh, shout outs. Definitely got to give a shout out to my coach, Nick Newell, everybody over at Fighting Arts Academy. Without those guys, I'd be nothing. Man, I don't know, man.
That's all right.
People, it's off the top of my head, but definitely my coach, always.
That's all right.
Without him, I'd have nothing. He goes the extra mile for me every time.
That's all right, brother. I'll be in the cage letting you talk in the mic. You'll get it all together that night.
That's it. I'll figure something nice to say.
All right, my man. Hey, thanks for coming on, buddy. I'll see you Friday night, and good luck in there, bro.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
All right, take care.
Have a good night. Bye.
Yeah. All right, there you go, Eddy George, man. So, three ammo people calling in. The president of ammo, Bill Vigil, man. Eddy George, Randy Francis. Great show. We talked Conor, Khabib. I'm gonna throw a couple of videos out there before I go. A couple of memes I made. Oh, also, will that work? Where's that? No, that didn't work. Oh, there it is. Buy our shirts. We got the beams. Come on. It all goes back to regional fight sports. All that good stuff. It goes to our scholarships. All that good stuff. So here we go with Derek Lewis. What else we got in there? I'm gonna play a couple of videos. I'm gonna play. What are we gonna? I'm gonna play this. This is a gold mine. This is gold. This is internet gold.
Fuck your mother. Fuck your daddy. Fuck your religion, Russia, and Putin. And fuck you. So you want to disrespect my country and my religion? Oh shit! No. Ever your fucking life disrespect my country again? I was just trying to sell pay-per-view. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Help my mother. Her name. Help. Dana White. My sister. Drake. My cousin. Get your nigga the fuck off me. Oh, thank God you saved me. Hey, nigga, why's over here? You want some more, you leprechaun bitch? No, sir. You fucking Muslim. Security, get that nigga. This is for my country. Oh, get that nigga. Fuck your mother. Fuck your daddy. Fuck your religion, Russia, and Putin. And fuck you. So you want to disrespect my country and my religion?